Leon Cupra 280. Never heard of it, don't think it's very good. That's already 200 kilometers an hour. This thing is fast as hell. Wait. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by AutoTopNL. My name is Max, and today we've got another viewer's car, which is always awesome to have. We really love driving you guys' cars, and well, most of them are tuned, so it's just a lot of fun to drive your car. So if you have a cool car you would like to have featured on our channel, send us an email at the following address and maybe your car will be featured in one of these videos. For today we've got Julian's Seat Leon Cupra 280 from 2015, and again, it's not stock. So today I'm going to show you around it. We'll do a quick walk around it, but it's, you know, more about the tuning, of course, because we have made videos of this car in the past already. Then we'll take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for an Autobahn blast. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to receive updates when we upload a new video. And check us out on Instagram if you like, at AutoTopNL. All right, so the 2015 Seat Leon Cupra, and it is a very important car. The Cupra has always been a very important car for Seat because it has always been a way to distinguish itself from the VW brothers. So if you ask me, the Cupras are cooler looking, better looking, nicer to drive than the Volkswagen brothers, because and it's also a better deal, really, because this car is just a little bit more expensive, like €1,000 more expensive than a Golf GTI of the same year, back in the day when it was new, but it was closer to the Golf R when it comes to performance, so you get a way better deal, and I think it looks better too. I really like these little, well, intake holes, whatever that is. I think it's really cool and racy. We've got a black sail badge as well, so nice black grille with those aggressive front lights, some nice wheels as well, 19-inch with Cupra brakes. The only downside to this car is that it's on Good Ride tires. Never heard of it, don't think it's very good, but Julian, the owner, already said that he is going to replace them with some Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires, so that is going to be a big change and a big improvement as well. We've got a little Maxton design spoiler extension on there as well, which is quite a nice addition, I would say. It's nice and aggressive, like a little bit of a ducktail, really cool, and it has a Bull X exhaust front to back, so from the turbo all the way back, Bull X with a 200 cell cat downpipe as well, so it's a little bit louder than stock, and it has some pops and bangs, but it's not crazy, it's not droney. This is the owner's Instagram account, so go check that out if you like. And as I said, it is not stock, so when we find, yep, so we've got the 2-liter TSI engine, stock, 280 horsepower, 350 newton meters. Now this car with that Bull X, you can actually see it, wait, you can actually see it right there. You can see the downpipe with that Bull X logo on there, pretty cool. So it has that Bull X exhaust, this Racing Line high performance induction system, and a ECU remap by TVS Engineering, which we know and love. It now delivers 400 horsepower, so that is a big step up from the 280 stock, of course, and you really do feel that as well, because this car is really quick. I have driven it a little bit around these roads, but not on the Autobahn yet, so I'm really excited to see what it will do, because it is freaking fast. All right, so let's check it out on the inside, where we've got just a typical Cupra interior with some nice Cupra seats, the two-tone, which is really nice. The seats are nice and comfy. Still, you've got some nice support. They could have been a little bit more snug, but nonetheless, they are pretty nice. We've got the Dsg Gearbox. The Cupra also was available with a manual, but I mean, if you're going to tune it, I think the Dsg will hold up strength-wise, and it's just a little bit easier to drive with this amount of power because, yeah, it does need some extra grip, basically, especially with these tires. But you know, 400 horsepower on the front wheels, there's a lot of wheel spin. So 0 to 100 stock 5.7 seconds, but even with this tuned one, it's difficult to reach that because you just have a lot of wheel spin. So we'll start it up with the key, obviously. And let's take it for a drive. So let's find out what this car is all about, because 400 horsepower on the front wheels is quite a bit. So we're just going to go for Cupra mode, of course, the most aggressive one. It also has adaptive dampers, so it changes that as well. The throttle mapping, the gearbox, the steering, all the usual stuff. And yeah, what I meant earlier when I said that I thought this was a better car than a Golf R is partly because of that price, because it's just a lot cheaper, but also because a front wheel drive car or a rear wheel drive car is just more fun in this category. A Golf R is just floor it at any speed, in any corner, basically, and it will cope with it. It's just a bit boring. And with a front wheel drive car, which has just a little bit too much power, you're managing that power and you have to manage the traction as well. And that means that you're involved in the driving a lot more than you are in a Golf R. I also think that a Cupra is a little bit more aggressive and a little bit more on edge than a Volkswagen. And yeah, I just like the character of that a little bit better than a Golf R's character. Anyway, the power. We're just going to turn off traction control. Okay, second gear, full throttle. You can see it torque steering a little bit. It's not too bad actually, because it also has a limited slip diff. That is a lot of wheel spin. Second gear, if your steering wheel is not completely straight, it will spin its wheels. But again, if you manage it, you're absolutely fine. So, little tunnel. You can hear the pops. The sound is not too extreme, and I like that because Julian drives this car every day, of course. So I would say this is a pretty good balance between having a little bit of a louder exhaust sound, but still, you know, being able to drive it every day. Don't have any droning. The pops are not too loud, so they're not too intrusive. So third gear works absolutely fine. It's just that first and second gear you have to be gentle with the throttle. But of course now we're going to the Autobahn, so that's not a problem anymore, because at higher speeds this thing will go like crazy. Okay, let's go for the digital speedo. Man, when this thing hooks up, it really goes. It is seriously impressive. Okay, full throttle. Man, that seriously surprised me, the amount of power it delivered at that moment. That's already 200 kilometers an hour. This thing is fast as hell. It just keeps going. I mean, we know the guys at TVS know how to handle their Volkswagen and Audi engines, but this is seriously impressive. That's 272. 272 already. bad. We need a little bit more space. Yes. So, performance-wise, we have already measured it on the Autobahn, of course. From 100 to 200, this car did a 9.48 run, which is seriously fast. That is faster than a new 2020 Mercedes AMG CLA 45S. And that is seriously impressive, because that car has 421 horsepower and is brand new. And this 5-year-old Leon Cupra is faster. I mean, that is seriously impressive, and it's just a really good tune. The engine feels so strong, and the gearbox combined with that, the fast shifts, it's just a very entertaining car. And as I said, the fact that you have to manage that power just makes it more fun. Of course, if you want to go even further than this, so if you want to change the turbo and go to like 500 horsepower, I would recommend going for a Golf R, because it's just, yeah, the better car for those big power increases, because you have four-wheel drive. But for this 400 horsepower, it's just a lot of fun. And I mean, I think that Julian will surprise quite a bit of fast AMGs and BMW M's and cars like those, because this thing is seriously quick. Or of course, you could also go for a Cupra with 4-drive and have the 4-wheel drive system if you want to change the turbo and go even crazier. But I like this. I think this is really fun, because it's like having a rear-wheel drive car when you have to manage the oversteer. Understeer is a little bit less fun to manage, obviously, but still you're more involved, and that's what it's all about with these hot hatches, of course. But this power, it is seriously strong. And yeah, I'm absolutely surprised, and it runs really well. It's a really good tune. It's a really good car. So Julian, thank you so much for bringing it to us. We had a blast with it. To you guys, thank you so much for watching. You can subscribe by clicking the big button right there. You can also check out this video or go check out this playlist. See you at the next one. Bye.